Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. This is episode number 141 of the Corona Diaries. My name is Rivers Langley. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you missed the programming announcement from episode 140, we're doing 10 more Corona Diaries episodes, and then we are going back to our weekly schedule. I have no idea what the show is going to be, but it will be once a week. Anyway, we're cutting it off at 150, but as I said last time, it's been a hell of a run for us. 3 years worth of podcasting in just over a year and some change, and we really do appreciate all of you for listening and keeping comedy alive for us during the, our little panini situation here. But hey, I also mentioned that we are going to put together a clip show and do kind of a best of from the series. So if you would, please tweet at me at Rivers Langley or tweet at the show at The Goods Pod and tell us what your favorite bits were during the last crazy year we've had. I've already gotten a couple of requests for things like Chris Crofton, Sam and I talking about the guy who brought attack bees to keep the peace at a protest, and of course the unveiling of the Nerado Moore. That's suicide, my man. Yeah, the drop. So keep those coming in. Last thing I have to announce here before we start the episode, next week is strike week here on The Goods from the Woods. Right now in Tuscaloosa County, Alabama, about 1,100 UMWA coal miners are striking at Warrior Met Coal. They have been striking since April 1st for fairer wages, safer conditions, and just basic human rights. We support this strike 100%, and we are also very excited to be promoting the fundraiser that the good folks at the Valley Labor Report have put together for next weekend. The Valley Labor Report is a podcast and a YouTube show. You can find their stuff at youtube.com/the Valley Labor Report. And next weekend, they are running a very cool fundraising marathon that's going to last from Friday until Sunday. And you can go to their YouTube and donate, help out these miners and their families while they're on strike. If you got a buck, toss it that way. And if you live in the state of Alabama, or if you live close by, you can actually go to the big events that they've got planned on Saturday in person at the UMWA Local 2397. Lee Baines III and Glory Fires, one of my favorite bands going. DJ Lewis, who is a hilarious comedian who's been on this show many times, and Drew Morgan, also a great comedian who's been on this show many times, are going to be performing there with a headlining set by Mike Cooley from the Drive-By Truckers. The Alabama AFL-CIO, Barbecue Pitmasters, and Chili Cookers are going to be there, so it's going to be delicious food. That is a $20 suggested donation if you go in person. And again, if you can't make it down to Alabama, you can always tune in at youtube.com/the Valley Labor Report and donate there. It's a really good cause. We are stoked to promote it for them, and I think we're going to have both Drew and DJ on the podcast next week. They, of course, have their great show Into the Biscuit, and you can hear Drew on the Well-Read podcast as well. So they're going to be calling in, and like I mentioned on 140, I feel like the dog that caught the car, because next week on the show, Carter and I are going to be talking to, first of all, Lee Baines III himself from Lee Baines and Glory Fires. He's going to be calling in, and also, again, this sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, Mike Cooley from my favorite band, the Drive-By Truckers. And, I'm not being hyperbolic here. Mike Cooley is my favorite non-Bob Dylan songwriter living. Like, he is just incredible. Like, if you can listen to something like Space City and not cry, you're dead inside, my friend. Mike Cooley, I'm gonna try as hard as I can not to completely lose my mind fanboying out during both of those interviews, frankly, because I love Lee's stuff too. Who knows what's going to happen? Either way, support those fine people. They're just trying to get fair treatment from their bosses, and I think that's what we would all want, right? So check them out, Valley Labor Report on YouTube. Okay, on to the show. Our show today in two parts. First up, we're going to be hanging out at Disgraceland with America's next door neighbor, Samuel T. Harter, and my new roommate, formerly of Nashville, Tennessee, now located in the City of Angels, the hilarious comedian Patrick Devine, making his debut on the show. And then I am headed over to Eagle Rock, California, to spend a little time and do an extremely stoned jam of the day with two of my favorite folks, Brandie, Posey, and Anna Valenzuela. If you want to hear more of me and Brandie and Anna, head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. We talked for a whole hour and a half about the recent HBO Max documentary Q Into the Storm, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So, okay, that's all I got. The Goods from the Woods, Corona Diaries number 141 starts right now. A new player entered the arena of Disgraceland. It's my new roomie, From Nashville, Patrick Devine. What's up, dog?
Hey, bros and gals.
Yeah. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. That's what I say.
Oh, okay.
Got to bring everybody in. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
Patrick's just relocated to Los Angeles. What
do you think?
How's the building treating you?
Oh, I love the weather. The building is pretty loud because we're right on the 101.
Uh-huh.
You get used to it. You won't hear it in a
it's
month.
fine.
Yeah,
You don't even notice it's there.
It's just sweet, carcinogenic white noise.
Yeah,
know?
it's not healthy to live this close to the freeway.
What are you, a doctor?
No, I'm not. I heard that on like NPR.
Yeah, it is bad to huff a tailpipe constantly all day.
Yesterday, we were talking about the chaos down south with the fake gas shortage. There's not actually a shortage, but idiots think there's a shortage. And Sam here was speculating that people are going to fill up their cars with gasoline in improper containers, and there would be conflagrations left and right. And to paraphrase Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, boy, do we hate being right all the time.
I called it. It was too obvious of a thing to call. You don't got to be a doctor for that one.
Yeah.
To know that gasoline is explosive as shit, and keeping it in a car while you.
Did it conflagrate?
Yeah, so shout out to our friend Paulo, our executive producer in Minnesota, sent me this from a town called Homosassa, Florida, or Homosassa. Homossassa, Homosassa, Florida. Citrus County fire rescue crews were dispatched to a vehicle fire yesterday at 10:52 a.m. The reporting stated that a Hummer H2 was on fire at South Alabama Avenue and West Grover Cleveland Boulevard in Homosassa. So already it's the funniest car I think that could be on fire.
It looks badass, probably.
Yeah, when it was like totally ablaze. Fucking H2 mid-Bush administration. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You get to feel what it's like to be a soldier.
Yeah,
Not just drive around in a Hummer like a loser.
The occupant of the vehicle had just filled up, ding, 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 4 5-gallon gas cans at the Texaco Food Mart on West Grover Cleveland Boulevard.
Well, if you drive a Hummer, you need a ton of fucking gas.
Yeah, you need, what is that, 20 gallons of gas?
I bet
guess
that doesn't even fill up the tank.
Yeah, I guess that is probably about,
It's less than the tank, I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, still, get a new car? I don't know.
Definitely.
I don't know what to tell you.
Get a different car, 100%.
And also, I should mention that the picture of the burned out Hummer, you can see the gas station in question in the background, which means they made it right out to where you pull out.
It's like, hey, I'm going to smoke a cigar right now.
100%. They're still investigating the official cause, but like based on where the vehicle was, you're like, that is totally, you pull up to the road, and before you look both ways, you fucking light up a square, and then fucking check your left and right. And in this case, just...
A lot of cigarette smokers, anytime they get in a car, they light up a cigarette.
Right.
They're so used to doing that.
Yeah. There was one injury, the driver, I assume, and that person refused transport against medical advice. So
sounds about right. Sounds about right. The guy who blew himself up, too ashamed to go to the hospital.
You hate to see it. There we go. Wait.
I'm Sam, and this is the gas-filled Hummer Challenge.
Yeah. This is the fake gas crisis. I'm Johnny Knoxville. Oh, Lordy. How are y'all feeling? For people who listened to yesterday's show, I got, to quote Aerosmith, I was living on the edge. I got right up against the fucking edge and
He was sweating like
flying.
crazy during the podcast. He was making facial expressions and doing motions with his hands in a way I've never... Like, Rivers does that, but it was so intense on like every syllable. Like
I was flying off of that pineapple jalapeno burn, motherfucker. That was the name of the energy drink.
All right.
Yeah, so...
The fridge is overstocked with energy.
I went to GNC and I kind of went crazy.
make sure Patrick can still get food in there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I need to do a big reorganization. I got too much crazy shit in there.
You don't want to take the energy drink out, you'll skunk it.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, that might be true. You have no idea what happens to this thing when they heat up, cool down.
Yeah, you don't want to do
We
that.
should freeze and unfreeze one to see what happens.
A lot of chemicals in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get
them all separated and everything, and we'd have a jackfruit Celsius situation on our hands, and Lord knows we don't want that again.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck was that, Rivers?
Good laugh.
I don't know. I was playing a character of a guy
Okay.
who was really excited about a thing that happened several weeks ago that is
True.
deep
More than
insider
several.
knowledge.
At this point, it's like a month.
Yeah, it
or
was
two
like a month ago. We had a bad energy drink that smelled like Dookie.
and that doesn't happen usually.
No, it's not usually.
Usually
how it
when we
goes.
try these energy drinks, it's delicious. Michelin star restaurant level good.
Well, I got high hopes for today. It's
interesting. It's a cross branding.
It is.
Thing.
It is. This is.
And I love multiple brands getting together to make one product. That's actually one of my favorite things to happen. So
Yeah. You will not find Sam saying a single bad thing about that Taco Bell Dorito.
Hey,
from the
energy
90s.
drink, more like synergy drink.
Yes, sir.
my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Amen on that.
that is true. Add a sound effect in there.
Wait. I've got the perfect thing.
gonna write that
God damn it.
down.
Oh yeah, it's true.
There we go.
We do live sound effects
so
here.
I got one of those in my car.
Pun train's coming through.
Yeah. Oh, you have a slide whistle too? You can start
yeah.
a band.
I keep it in my car.
Whoa, we could be the most
You can-
annoying
Does your
Yeah,
horn?
have it.
people.
Does your normal horn just not work?
That's right. No, if someone fucks up, I go past him and make the slide whistle noise out of my window.
That's
there we go.
fucking great, dude.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's better than a
that
flip
would
off.
be good. I haven't done that.
Oh man, you have to
Gosh.
now. We got to film some TikTok pranks where we do that.
Yeah, or we like just sit in a place and wait for people to fall, and then we give them the old.
Okay,
and then we give them the old.
I don't know. That might be a harder thing to do than find a bad driver. Also, we don't want to
You know?
harass a person who just hurt themselves.
Oh no, that's the funnest
One
time
time
to
I
get
saw
a sound
this
effect.
lady fall on a bike, and I had to stop myself from laughing, but not because she fell, but earlier in the day, I saw a lady fall off her bike in the exact same spot, like hours before.
It's just dangerous
And
there.
so I was just like, God, I don't want to laugh, but it's kind of funny that this
That's
is just a dangerous spot to ride a bike.
It's the perfect time to hit somebody with a, you know,
Yeah.
give it to them.
True.
Well, yeah, this one is Ghost Energy, zero sugar, but the synergy part, and this is going to get interesting, fellas. So we're really getting into weird days here with the energy drinks. This is a Warheads sour watermelon flavor.
I like the logo on Ghost. It looks like graffiti.
Yeah.
Which I like when corporations do graffiti. It's one of my other favorite things.
But yeah, this one, let's see, where does she come from? Can't even read the goddamn.
It's because all the fonts in graffiti.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
the nutritional facts.
I don't know.
Let me read it.
This
I
one's
wanna-
got,
I wanna
give it a
give it a
read. That's
test.
fucking hard to read, man. It's really shittily wrapped. Like the can is not printed itself. It's wrapped in like a plastic thing, you know.
I mean, it says it's from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Of course,
How did you not see that? It's like right under the nutritional facts.
I don't know. I'm going blind, I
Yeah.
suppose.
It's probably that energy drink you chugged yesterday.
I mean, dude, it sucked every bit of energy out of my brain. Like I'm having like a real like a withdrawal
Yeah.
almost type
Like You did
situation.
ecstasy yesterday.
Yes, yeah, I've got the MDMA blues happening, but for burn motherfucker citrus jalapeno, pineapple jalapeno.
I actually legitimately don't like warheads. I don't understand the point of them. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, it was just kind of like, see who can finish one warhead.
Right. It was always it was
makes you drool a lot.
I think they were sweeter in the center.
Well, yeah. Once you got
They
through,
were- I kind of liked them, but the watermelon. You have the watermelon.
Uh-huh.
Watermelon was far and away the worst.
oh, good.
really?
All right.
I thought.
What was the best one?
I mean, I don't remember, but in all candy watermelon.
No,
I do recall.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You know how as comedians we remember the bombs more than the kills?
Sure.
I feel like it's the same way
Yeah.
with terrible foods.
Yeah, that candy. No.
Yeah, I seem to recall. Yeah, once you got through the initial sour part, it was sweet, and I remember being like the kid who was just like, "Man, they should just sell them without the sour stuff."
Dude, I was the same way. I don't like extremely sour things.
Yeah,
Some
it's,
sour candy is
It was
good.
painful.
but
Yeah,
this-
warheads are painful.
Like,
That's why I
why-
didn't like them.
Why don't you make this a little bit better?
well, maybe they did. Maybe they did.
That was the formula that they came up with was just kind of shitty. Like, this is really sour.
Did you guys ever have Lucas?
The movie about the.
See, that's the thing. It's a Mexican candy that I think doesn't exist out of like borders. They can't sell it anymore because it had lead in it.
Good.
Turns out we were just eating like sour sugar lead powder.
It drove the niños and niñas loco.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
For sure.
It has a taffy like consistency. Lead.
lead.
The thing is, it was just powder. It was white powder that was just kind of sweet and sour. So we should have known something was up.
Let's see if they can improve. This boasts legendary energy, epic focus, and 0 sugars and no artificial colors.
Oh, so it's good for you. I say that every time because I know it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And it's a funny bit every time.
We have
3 times a week. People love to hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Delicious.
cool.
Man, I gotta say.
Oh, dude, yesterday we were recording Shermed Out, and you can do ASMR by just putting a lint roller on the microphone and rolling it around.
Oh no.
What is that?
It's just people listen to like relaxing noises to help go to sleep at night. You know how there's like white noise machines? They'll like listen to stuff that sounds like you're kind of like getting your head massaged, like your hair kind of moving around, or somebody just quietly talking to you. So really, once you run out of webcam girls to talk to, that's pretty much all you have left to make you feel good.
Sam, can you hand me that Auburn bandana right there that's just sticking out the toolbox? I had a little spill
you don't come in that,
situation. No, it used to be on the wall.
Okay. You're like one crazy thing has to come down from the wall.
I had to make room for the washboard.
We gave you the least full one. I'm sorry. I don't know if you think that's rude.
Yeah, what is your whole thing with
but
energy
we don't.
drinks,
I'm not
Patrick?
going to drink much of this.
Do you drink them ever?
No.
You've never had one?
I have, but it's probably been
What have you had?
6 years since I had like a 5-hour energy or something.
Oh, and we don't even count that
Yeah.
here. You have to be like monster rock star level.
Man, I've had a
smells
couple
good.
of those, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
My friend came on the podcast and he's never had energy drink, and he continued that tradition.
That's right. Yeah. He
and
did not
wanting to drink a terrible energy drink.
Ooh, I got a controversial opinion. Not great without ice, but if this was on the rocks and was a little diluted with ice, it would be very similar to like a slush puppy.
It smells like candy champagne.
Mm-hmm.
If this was on the rocks and it was whiskey instead of
What it
energy
is.
drink,
Oh, this tastes like fucking shit.
I think you could dial it down with a little bit of ice and it would be all right.
it's got natural caffeine in it.
It does.
It does have that shitty watermelon candy taste that I understand what you're talking about.
It doesn't taste like watermelon.
It's
Did
like-
you know that banana artificial flavoring is based on the previous banana to the one we have now?
Oh,
You know
Banana
what I'm talking about?
Banana flavoring is the worst shit in the goddamn world.
but it's
Yeah,
based
that's
on
it. Yeah.
Because what are we rocking now? The
We're doing
Cavendish
Cavendish.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there was one that
is extinct.
Yeah,
Because it was
there
susceptible to
some blight or
fungus,
something.
yeah. And that's what the Laffy Taffy is based on.
It's based on the previous one.
Wow,
That's what
okay.
That's what like runts.
Yeah,
Those are awful. Those are poison.
Wow.
The banana runts.
They're not very good to me.
No, they're awful. I used
to-
to work at a place where they had runts specifically because like one of the people in charge liked them, and everybody else was just like, "What the fuck? Why are these here?"
I like runts, but not the banana ones.
No, they don't have those machines out here as much where you can stick a quarter and then get a nasty handful of candy
you
that's
get
been
to-
there for 10
you
years.
get to stick your finger in there.
Oh boy, they've got one at the Burbank Moose Lodge on the stairs that leads up to the locker room where the wrestlers dress, and I haven't done it, but I have been like, ooh, I wonder how long that's been there.
Dude, I used to know a guy who fucking his dad and him owned a bunch of those, and that was they owned pool tables and other things that took quarters.
yeah.
And I was like, "Do you ever clean those out?" He's like, "Nah, we just add more to the top." Dude, people eat like peanuts and shit out of those.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
The one at the Moose Lodge has peanut M&Ms, and a lot of them are so old that the candy outside of the M&Ms have started to fracture, and so there's just pieces missing, and you could just see the peanut at the bottom. You're like, this
God.
has been in here since the 2000s.
God damn, that's gnarly.
Yeah. By the way, we were talking about the quote unquote gas shortage down south, which was a result of the ransomware attack on Colonial Pipeline, who this whole time has literally been doing like the 80s action movie thing of we don't negotiate with terrorists. Turns out they actually did pay $5 million to Eastern European hackers on Friday.
Damn, that rules.
So, yeah, man, this is a giant international oil company, but they're following the ransomware scheme, which is what they do to like old people all the time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
But they actually got them with something that physically matters.
yes,
You know?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, but this is totally the shit they do where they'll like take some old woman's Gmail and she runs her quilting business or whatever shit out of there, and they're like $5,000, and then she pays it and then they let it go. Except this was $5 million for a fucking oil pipeline.
I love the one where you get an email that's like, we've been watching your webcam and we know what type of porno you watch.
Right.
We've been filming you jacking off.
Right.
And we're going to tell everybody unless you give us $500. It's always some ridiculously small amount, but
Yeah,
you know there's some fucking ashamed weirdos that fall for that one.
that's true. Well, I mean, honestly,
I've never gotten emails like that before.
Yeah, it happens. Well,
there's probably in your spam folder. Because they do catch a lot of those. But if you're looking in your spam folder, there's a ton of like, we know everything about you, like kind of a thing. And people
Maybe
fall
you're not
for that
looking
shit.
at crazy enough porno.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe.
But at the same time, $5 million from a huge oil company, that is kind of like asking $500 from grandma.
Yeah,
like,
it's probably a drop in the bucket for them.
the company paid the hefty ransom in difficult to trace crypto.
Nice.
Yeah,
Crypto wins again.
These motherfuckers are going to get away with it too, man. Underscoring the immense pressure faced by the Georgia-based operator to get gasoline and jet fuel flowing again to major cities. Once they received the payment, the hackers provided the operator with a decrypting tool to restore its disabled computer network. But unfortunately, the tool was so slow that the company continued using its own backups to help restore the system. So basically, it was some like janky Eastern European former Soviet bloc.
Yeah, they were still just like,
Bullshit.
hey, we don't even, you gave us the money and we don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we give you, they're probably like, if we give you this shitty thing, maybe you'll give us more money.
Yeah, Kim, we'll give you $5 million more bucks to make it go faster.
Yeah. God damn. Eastern European hackers rule.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go. Let's.
What's in East Europe?
Well, we got your Poland, we got your
Russia?
You got your former Yugoslavia,
Technically,
Russia.
once you get right on the border,
Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania.
once you get on the border of like Europe and Russia
Russia's
and
technically
Russia and
Asia,
China,
actually.
yeah. The Russia, China, like Middle Eastern area, that's where it's crazy.
Yeah, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's where all the best UFC fighters come from.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because they make them fucking eat rocks
Yeah.
for breakfast every day or
They-
some shit.
Yeah, they call that area the cradle of empire because that's
Mm-hmm.
where the Huns came from. That's where Genghis Khan came from. They learned to fucking fire arrows on a horse running backwards and shit. It's crazy.
They should do that in the UFC.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I also have a fun story from your native Texas, Sam, that blew my fucking mind. Authorities in Houston have captured a man who allegedly evaded police while also housing a Bengal tiger in his yard.
I heard about this.
But unfortunately, the tiger remains on the lamb.
God, they better get that lamb away from the tiger.
I know, right?
Get the slide whistle out.
Oh, wait. It's just... Boom, we did it. Wow.
Come on, Rivers. You got to be on the ball with
Hey,
this
man,
thing.
on the whistle.
Tiger's on the lamb.
Did
and
you know the
lion's on
tiger?
goat.
The tiger was out it was out in public earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm getting to that part. The whereabouts of the tiger are not yet known. Houston police tweeted Monday, so that's fucked. Victor Hugo Cuevas, 26, was out on bond for a murder charge on Sunday when neighbors spotted the tiger in a front yard. There were also reports that the suspect had monkeys, which are allowed in the city. So that's
Good.
That's fun. You can have a monkey. That's not crazy.
Monkeys in the city.
Yeah. Come on. That's like a children's
That's
movie.
a good sitcom.
Yeah, it's just a good premise for anything on Disney Channel.
Dad trying to raise a family of monkeys by himself and try to impart life lessons on the monkeys that they don't understand and can't use ever. And they're always throwing feces at him.
I like it.
Owning a tiger is a violation of Houston law, but it is legal under Texas state law with certain restrictions. So
Yeah, makes sense.
that's cool.
This guy's definitely a drug dealer.
Yeah. So this
Murder charge, owns large cats.
Yeah. He's got tigers. 50-year-old Jose Ramos, who lives next door, was eating on Sunday evening when he looked out the window and saw a tiger sitting in his front yard.
Yeah, that'd be not fun, probably. I wouldn't be too excited about that one.
Quote, I had to pinch myself, he said. Is this real? It's just like, yeah, that sounds...
Have you ever had to pinch yourself?
I forgot. I was honestly forgot that people even did that ever.
I don't think people do that.
That's like something you read about from the 50s, like people
Ow!
fainting and shit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, well, it is, but then also it's like when confronted with a tiger, it's like, well, if you were ever going to do it, I guess now's
I
the
would
time.
wipe my eyes exaggeratedly.
And make a squeegee noise.
Yeah.
I would look at my bottle that I was drinking that was labeled XXX, and I'd be like, "Oh, I gotta stop."
Ramos went outside to assess the situation. So he sees he's eating dinner. He sees a tiger.
I kind of understand. Because
You think
inside
so?
you got to be like, I got to be seeing shit. There's no fucking way there's a tiger in my yard.
So he was trying to get a closer look at the tiger, his hands trembling as he snapped some photos and videos. So that was when I went from like, oh, what an idiot, to like, I guess I'd probably do that too.
I would too. In fact, I was out camping like a month or so ago, and a mountain lion walked like 250 yards away
fuck.
from me.
Damn.
Just walked like straight up the mountain, not toward me, but like kind of up the mountain.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I
Did
was
you
like,
follow it?
holy shit. And I have like video of it, like really crappy video of it.
I wonder if this guy was like, I need to show this to my friends or I'm going to go fucking viral.
Yeah,
Right.
CNN is going to buy this video.
That's
from
what I
me.
wanted to get it on. That was the first thing I thought. I was like, let me get a picture of this shit.
Yeah. Get on the local, Fox affiliate or whatever. Quote, it seemed a bit skittish, Ramos said, but he was making full eye contact with me. It's like, those aren't good. That's a
no.
bad combo.
No,
It's
you
like-
don't want that with a predatory animal.
Yeah.
That's bad.
An off-duty deputy who lives nearby showed up after seeing some photos of the tiger that Ramos posted on a neighborhood email forum. So shout out to Ramos for not calling the cops
No snitching.
and no snitching a tiger. And then just putting it on Nextdoor, and then some fucking cop next door on the next door was like, "Oh, maybe I should do
Legitimately,
something."
just some guy being like, "Hey, did anybody lose their tiger?
Right? Yeah.
Please come get it from my house."
I would like if it was the second thing. It was like, my wife's roses are doing real good. If anybody wants to come look at them. Also, I saw a tiger while I was having dinner. It's pretty crazy. It is making eye contact with me. So it will not stop looking at me and licking its chops. I don't know what that means. So the deputy had his weapons trained on the tiger when Cuevas came out of the house pleading with the deputy not to shoot the tiger. Quote, he sounded very stressed out, very anguished by the mere fact that there was a deputy aiming at his tiger and ready to shoot him. Cell phone video taken by Marie Torres and provided to CNN showed the big cat lounging and walking in the grass outside of the suburban home. Later, a man in a white shirt, who police say is Cuevas, straddled and grabbed the tiger and tried to move it away from others. So he just straight up mounted this thing, and it was
Yeah, he's
basically
probably had it since it was a kitten.
yeah. He just went
trusts him.
Joe Exotic
Yeah.
on it, When Houston police arrived at the scene, Cuevas put the tiger in a white SUV and drove off. And that is, I would pay to see that. Honestly, just a guy, the cops come, the guy's just like, oh shit, cops. And then he's like, come on. And he just has
This
a
birdie's got to fly.
yeah. They'll never catch me, coppers.
Well, he was driving down the road with the tiger in his car.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like the
That'd be
tiger's pretty chill.
I mean,
It does, yeah.
I guess, but it is just a fun.
Yeah, should have put a tiger in his tank, if you ask me. Rivers, slide whistle.
No, wait. That was weak.
There
we
you go.
Yeah. The train's easier to get to.
Yeah, it's less
I
fun.
like where you go, "Pew."
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
put some vibrato on it.
Yeah. Just make a real sad one.
When I
going
first got
down.
it, I kind of half-ass figured out how to do Freebird on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there was a brief pursuit, and the man with the tiger got away. So they didn't even catch the. Somehow the cops in Houston couldn't find a goddamn SUV with a tiger in the back of it.
I mean, even if you catch it, what the fuck are you gonna do? Pull him over?
I wouldn't want to pull him over.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? A pit maneuver on the guy with a tiger in his fucking car? That's actually a pretty good. That's better than a gun almost. The cops are more scared of that than a gun. Probably.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. The tiger is a 9-month-old male named India, according to Michael Elliott, the attorney for Cuevas, and the attorney told CNN that Cuevas is, in fact, not the owner of the tiger, which, considering he knows exactly how to handle it, is a little bit
The tiger's name is India?
It is, yes.
That's
well,
cute.
is India Irie?
What?
Rivers, come on. You're a music reference-based comedian.
Is that, wait, are you talking about the VH1 morning beat singer India Ari?
Is she Irie?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, good. That's good to hear.
Come on, Rivers. This is a music reference from 20 years ago. Usually you're all over.
No, but her name is Ari. India Ari.
Well,
I don't know. Puns aren't always perfect.
yeah. This is the worst part of a podcast in the history of the world. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
It doesn't come back up this
you
time.
wanted
It
that.
stays down. In fact,
Vibrato it a little
the
bit
whole
on the way
time.
down.
yeah.
it's now a fucking foghorn.
Yeah, that's an E flat, man.
That's the boat leaving the dock.
Damn.
But yeah, so he's saying it's not his tiger, and he criticized Houston police for arresting Cuevas at the home in Fort Bend County, even though they already had an agreement with authorities to peacefully surrender. So if you're in Houston, be on the lookout for a 9-month-old tiger. It'll look like a tiger.
That's
if
nice.
If you're ever down in Texas, look behind you.
Yeah.
That's where the tiger's going to
Yeah,
be.
it's a tiger.
See, now I get that reference. India RE, that's a little bit hazy, but Walker, Texas Ranger, right there, my friend. Look at it.
Is Walker, Texas Ranger Irie?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I like that lawyer. Just doing the classic, he had it, but it wasn't his.
It wasn't his, which is like a thing you could do with drugs or money or something like that.
A murder weapon, which they probably used the same defense with this guy earlier.
Right. But it would be as if the murder weapon was like a Scud missile and he knew exactly how to use it. It's like, are you sure it's not yours? It's like
He just watched a YouTube video about it.
yeah, that's what he was waiting for. He was watching a YouTube video on how to wrestle a tiger.
Did you know that Carol Baskin's offering $5,000
Crypto, right?
for information about the tiger?
Oh! I just saw the thing where she's got her own cryptocurrency now.
No, she's she wants to be helpful about the tiger.
Oh, okay.
So she's trying to, get it at her compound so she can make money off of it. Do you know who Carol Baskin is, Patrick?
I've never watched Tiger King,
Okay.
but I know of.
I'm just interested in what you know from last year because you were living in a car, right? Camping. You weren't living in a car. You were camping.
Yeah,
right?
the last like two months or so, I was like living out of my car, camping on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I was off the grid, dude.
Yeah.
Damn,
you could have been learning a lot about tigers.
That's true. I could have watched Tiger King. I had Netflix at that point, but I didn't I don't know why I never watched it. Should I watch it now?
Yeah, now's 100% the time. Yeah, I'll rewatch it, man. I ain't got nothing going on. Let's do it.
All right. We tried to watch The Mummy last night, me and Carter.
That's a piece of shit.
With
Now working
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, I think I tried to start watching the Snyder Cut or the other movie. It's
Justice
original
League?
movie. Yeah, and I got like 5 minutes in, and I turned on The Mummy, and then we got like 10 minutes into The Mummy, and we turned on Hot Shots.
And you probably finished that one.
We only got halfway through Hot Shots, I think.
Were you guys on coke? That's what me and my friends used to do on coke. We'd be like, okay, let's watch this thing. And you get 5 minutes in, you're like, well, there's a better thing we could watch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I have a friend who's really, especially like back in the days of burn CDs, was the worst about that. Where he's like, you got to hear this song. You got to hear it. And he would just pop it in and play like 10 seconds of it. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. And I'm like trying to listen to it. And he's like, actually, fuck that. Let's do it'll just pull it out and like dig through the big pile of burn CDs.
You know what else sucks? I got a hot tip for the people.
Yeah.
Movie that hasn't come out yet. Spiral, the Saw movie starring Chris Rock, sucks very badly.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, my roommate has a screener.
Oh, man.
It's terrible.
Well, what hope is there for Maverick? Top Gun 2.
Oh, man. I mean,
I liked Chris Rock in Fargo. I honestly did. I thought he did a great job. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see him in it.
I still have not seen that season yet.
I was wondering if he had ever done a serious role before because it's so weird.
Dude,
he's so bad at.
He is like the worst actor of all time.
He's so shitty.
Saturday Night Live of all time. But I think maybe it's like a cue card thing or something. But
I think
because he was great in Fargo.
He only knows how to act like he's doing stand-up.
Right.
So when he's acting in Saw, he's doing all these like face gestures, and it's like you think of him as a comic so much.
Right.
It's hard to see him be in a serious role, and you're like, wait, is he supposed to be? Are we supposed to laugh at this right now? Because he's doing similar things. At one point in the script, Chris Rock is like, "Yeah, we nodded each other like we were the only two black guys in the mall," and I was like, "That's a Chris Rock bit." From like 20 years ago.
And they just threw it into Saw for some reason?
I don't know if they let him riff it or it's not even a Saw movie. It's from the Book of Saw.
Oh.
Is what they say.
Okay. I didn't know that was a book.
Jigsaw isn't in this one. I hate to spoil it, guys.
Well, that they say it in the preview. They're
okay.
Like, I thought the Jigsaw killer was dead. And then Chris Rock goes, he is.
Yeah, so don't waste your time unless you're a moron.
Well, I'm a moron who loves his time wasted. I'm going in. I'm going to see it.
Okay.
Still got that screener? I'll watch it.
It's a digital thing.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can only watch it 5 times. That's one of the rules of this shitty movie screener.
You can only watch those 5 times. No thanks.
At one point, I had like left the room to go take a shower, and I came back and had watched 5 more minutes of the movie, and then my roommates were like, "Wait, what the fuck is even happening right now?" And me, who had seen less of the movie, was able to explain the storyline to them.
yeah.
So, like, the movie's so confusing that if you watch it, you don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
But if you catch little bits and pieces, you can completely understand the story, which you need to watch for about, 5 minutes. But if it gets lost in the context of everything else being bad about it.
Did you ever see that movie Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt and James Gandolfini? I think it might be Gandolfini's last movie.
No, I never did.
I went and saw it in the theater, and I fell asleep in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up, but I didn't know how long I'd been out. And I was so goddamn confused. I was like, I must have been asleep for fucking 45 minutes. I have no idea what's going on. And then after the movie was over, I was just like, well, that was a piece of shit. And I went back and read the description. And based on what I read, I was like, I think I was only asleep for 5 minutes. But it was just...
It was the good 5 minutes.
It was the good 5 minutes of the movie. Yeah, I just woke up and James Gandolfini, I think, is getting killed or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, what? What's happening?
Fast and Furious 1 is my only fell asleep in the theater experience.
Oh, really? Oh, I have way too many.
And that's a bad one because that's an action movie.
Yeah.
Lots of loud noises and bright colors. Man, boring as shit.
I have a lot because I used to go straight to, there was a theater right next to where I worked, and so I'd be out, in the summer, you're just out out in the sun all day, and we don't have fucking, AC at this place. So I'll come back from work and drop off the car, and then would go to the theater just to sit in the air conditioning, and then I'd been out in the sun all day and I was fucking tired, so I just passed the fuck out in Central Intelligence, passed the fuck out in Independence Day Revolution, or whatever the hell it was called.
I'm sure the people at the theater were like, I think this guy's homeless. He comes here to sleep way too much.
But yet he's a Stub Club member. He's on the A-list.
Well, that's what homeless people do with Gold's Gym.
That's true. That's true.
Or maybe he's got young kids. Am I right?
It remains.
Yeah. I agree. I agree on that one.
He just wanted to get out of the house, maybe.
I'm moving up 1 degree. There we go.
There's better. If you hate your family, you're going to be at a bar. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. What if you hate your family and you don't drink? You're either going to be at the theater or a serial killer.
Yeah. You're going to be hanging out in the woods thinking terrible thoughts.
That's true.
Are you out of drink now?
I keep drinking the drink.
I did that the other day when it was horrible.
Thing.
You forget that it's terrible, and then you put it up to your lips, and you're like, "Oh wait, I hate this." But then, 10 minutes later, you get thirsty again, and you forget how bad it is. I did that the other day a bunch of times. It's terrible.
Got one more story for you. This is from South Euclid, Ohio. Officers were called to the potato chip aisle of Walmart in South Euclid to address a
I've been there before.
The potato chip aisle.
I like that it specifically says the potato chip aisle.
Tortilla chips, that's one aisle over.
Yeah, for some reason, pickles and ketchup are on different aisles. It doesn't make any fucking sense. To address a fight between two women. Nice.
You know, women and their fights over potato chips.
You know, anytime they could just rip each other's clothes off.
Jesus, Rivers. This isn't a wet T-shirt contest.
It sounds like to me.
It could be a salsa T-shirt.
To me, and to be fair, I think to me, it sounds like someone got their feathers ruffled.
I think these ladies had a chip on their shoulder.
Oh boy!
They were full of salt and vinegar.
There you go. There you go.
We did it. So
I bet they had eyes.
Yeah.
they were clawed out
They probably
by
had
those
eyes.
fingernails them women's got.
If you are listening to this, tweet any other puns we may have missed there about chip aisles and fighting.
Yeah, they say that one of the women threatened the other and her daughter. So she pulled down her mask and tried to spit on the victim,
Whoa.
but missed. According to police, that's when she hit the victim in the face with a 10-pound log of prepackaged meat.
That's what she said.
100%. Everybody knows that's the ground beef tube.
Yep,
And it was
absolutely.
the big one, which is.
I feel like that wouldn't hurt too bad. There's some give there.
No, I don't think it would hurt too bad, but
it
like
would rock
honestly,
you.
I think you'd just be like, what the fuck?
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've definitely held one of those in my hands while I'm like walking back to the cart, and like you feel the weight of it. You're like, I've always
10 pounds.
a 10-pound log of prepackaged meat.
I've never. That's big.
It's fucking huge.
You've probably seen them in the store, but every normal person is like, why would I want that?
Right.
You
It's
know?
for like some crazy,
It's like if you're having a damn picnic and trying to feed multiple families.
right. Or if you're Mormon and have like 20 kids or some shit. It's that kind of thing.
And nothing Mormons love more than assault with meat.
Yeah. The 25-year-old suspect was arrested and charged with assault and violating a temporary protection order. Police said that she actually has a history of violent behavior. And
The person who got in a fight at the chip aisle?
But here's the fun part. The victim actually had a protection order against the other woman following another incident at the duplex where they both live.
So you think maybe
this-
it wasn't entirely about chips.
Yeah, this had been brewing.
No, this was a, cash me at the chip aisle kind of
I
situation.
can't fight you at our house.
Yeah,
but now that we're in Walmart,
If I see you
there's
in
no
Walmart,
laws in here.
Yeah, this is lawless. This is like Deadwood. This is fucking lawless.
Damn, she's gonna get in double trouble. Assault and whatever else that is.
Assault? What? Okay. We're having fun here.
We're having a lot of fun.
Oh, God. All right, so let's say you're going to fight in the grocery store. Not a Walmart,
No.
because Walmart, you have access to hatchets and...
Well, even at a grocery store, there's the knife aisle. There's the pots and pans.
That's at like the Ralph's Fresh Fair. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
They have it
you're
in
right.
most stores.
You're
You can
right.
get them down
yeah.
the street at OC.
Okay. So, barring like any, pre-existing
Actual weapons.
like knives,
What
scissors,
food item?
Yeah, what is the best brawling item at a grocery store? Do you
You
think?
probably wouldn't want to be hit in the face with a pineapple. That
Oh, a
probably that
pineapple's
probably
a-
wou't feel very good.
God, that's a fucking great
At
one.
a lot of Mexican grocery stores, you can kind of buy like pieces of cactus.
Yes,
Most of
bitch slap someone with a fucking cactus palm.
A lot of them don't have like the full needles,
Right,
in them,
it's
but they
right.
just have the spiky part. kind of
Yeah,
on
they've
the
been kind of
edge.
shaved down
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
God, what else would be good?
I mean-
Coconut. That's fucking
yeah,
hard
for
as
sure.
shit.
Yeah.
That'll crack somebody's skull.
Yeah.
Meat's not really a good idea because there's give in it. You
Well-
want something that's going to be hard.
Well, meat's
unless
not-
you get like a tomahawk ribeye and just hit them with the
yeah,
bone part.
yeah. Well, that's where my mind went. Was it depends on if this is like a one and done sneak attack kind of situation, or if you're like round one fight, like Eye of the Tiger, like you're facing each other.
Oh,
because
I would use like wasp spray.
Oh yeah,
that's a good
that
idea.
big fogger.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't even
Weapon.
think about chemicals.
Have you ever sliced your hand on the fucking aluminum foil thing? Like
Oh,
the
shit.
edge on the aluminum
Okay.
foil. I bet you could
Ooh.
fucking hit an artery
Yeah.
with that
Fuck
shit.
someone up with that. I was just thinking if it was the thing where it's like, kind of a melee situation where you just had to use one item to like, fuck people up in whatever various states of awareness they are of you. Even when it's not Thanksgiving, they always keep about 5-6 turkeys.
Frozen, yeah.
Frozen.
Oh.
Deep frozen in the bottom of the meat freezer.
Yeah.
Get one of those turkeys and sneak up behind someone. They're done, baby.
Yeah.
That's
See,
like-
I still think that in that situation, coconut might be better.
Yeah,
it's
'cause-
hard as shit. It's lighter.
Yeah. Well, the
a
reason
turkey is like a slippery big.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
no. But
Yeah.
the reason I suggest it, right, is because the turkey, it doesn't just come in a plastic. It's got that netting thing with the two handles, and it's
Oh, you think
reinforced
you
with the
could
little
swing
thing.
it like a
You
mace?
could get it going like a fucking
Oh.
mace, and then just like
It's not a bad
launch
idea.
it.
I didn't think about it like that. I just think the main problem with it is the point of impact is spread because it's so much larger.
What I would
Yeah.
use is like Twinkies and stuff, and just feed the guy and
Yeah.
get him like diabetic.
keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding
Keep
them.
feeding him sugar.
This is one of the traps
The
in,
old-
in Spiral.
I would
shot
buy-
in the eye,
yeah, buy him a
squeeze the
bunch of
tube real
candy.
fast.
Ooh, Gogurt.
Or any sort of citrus in the eye.
Yeah,
That would
lemons.
feel good.
Lemons to the eyes.
Here's what I'm imagining.
Ooh,
We're at a
citrus
fancy
peel.
store. They sell whole swordfish, not cut up. You can just kind of run at a guy with a
like
swordfish.
the old man in the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, you get the crab legs and just start,
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
start
true.
whipping people.
Crab
with them.
legs are pointy.
If they have live lobsters, throw a
throw
couple
lobsters
lives in
on
there.
Yeah.
Nobody
That's
would want to deal
good.
with that.
You know, it's been damn near 20 years since Booker T and Stone Cold had that grocery store fight. It's time to bring it back. We love it. We miss it. We want to see it.
Any canned good too. I just thought you could fuck somebody
cans.
up with a can.
Yeah, obviously.
A canned
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, soup for my
Yeah, you can
family.
throw cans.
Yeah, that would fuck people up probably really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
And there's a
sure.
lot of them. You got
There
a
is.
lot of can, probably more than coconuts for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. All
A
right.
lot of cans.
If you're listening to this and you're in a grocery store, think about violence right now as you walk down the aisle.
You know someone is listening in a grocery
and
store.
tell us what you think would be the best item to
You
kill
could-
somebody with at the
could
store.
Spill oil on the floor.
Oh, yeah,
And then like get somebody to
chase you, and then you
Yeah.
run around a corner, dump a bunch of oil. Ooh.
Yeah, spray it up with Pam. They won't even see it.
and then
If
throw,
it- yeah.
then throw cans at them.
Oh yeah, once they slip, bam,
Yeah.
bam, just right on top of them.
And then Sam comes in with the cans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they never see. That's when they never see the
Ooh.
swordfish.
Oh, you get
They're
them
so
just-
focused on the cans.
You know how they have those can they can stack them vertically, and you take one and then another one takes its place,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. You just get them to slide under that, and then you just break off the bottom, and then just all the cans just come
boy.
like
tumbling
a
down.
Vietnam era war trap.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, best thing to do: punji sticks with
There we go.
barbecue skewers.
Yeah, barbecue skewers and brooms. You snap a bunch of brooms in
Yeah.
half.
Oh, they
That's a-
do sometimes sell those tiki torches.
Oh yeah,
and
there
they'll
you
be
go.
like sharp at the end.
Yeah, ooh,
and there's
yeah.
fuel inside of
Oh,
them.
yeah, and
And
there's
there's
tiki
fuel.
stuff. You can light people on fire.
And then stab them with the tiki torch.
I think we've come up with a lot of good ideas.
Where
Way
did
more
this-
than I thought we were
Where
going
did this
to.
come from?
Euclid, Ohio, the local station
I forgot what we were
WJW.
talking about completely. I'm like, why are we talking
That
about
would be
killing
so.
people in
That'd
a
be
grocery
so
store?
funny if it just came up randomly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
guys, I was walking around and this lady was pissing me the fuck off. I was like, "Give me 6 feet.
Yeah,
give
yeah.
me 6 feet."
Yeah, yeah. Here comes a bag of salmon croquettes, frozen.
Frozen items too.
Yeah.
A lot of those frozen like bags of meat or something.
How fun would it be to just hit someone with a bag of frozen peas?
Yeah.
If there was something I
just
didn't
slap
like,
'em.
yeah.
The peas just go everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oof. Something with an effect like that. Any sort of glass bottle too.
Oh, yeah,
Get a
yeah.
Perrier bottle.
Yeah,
You're
totally.
done for, buddy.
Yeah, Tabasco sauce bottle because
There now we're
yeah.
thinking hot
Burn.
sauces.
You can get one of those huge ones, or like the Tapatio.
Tapatio,
That's like a
yeah.
fucking quart of
Right.
hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franks.
Right on the face.
true.
A bunch of Franks. Dump Franks on someone's head.
Maybe they have a squirt gun there. You can fill it with the hot sauce, like that
Ooh,
movie
yeah.
Airheads.
It's a good idea.
There we go. Yeah. Make pepper bombs like Three Ninjas.
Yeah,
You get the
why
coffee
not?
filter and fill them with, cayenne
yeah,
pepper.
I didn't even think about the spice section.
Yeah.
So many of those things could fuck up your mouth or eyes or.
Yeah, I mean, this is maybe not a whole movie, but definitely a badass scene in a movie.
Yeah, you could cut a jalapeno or serrano in half and just sneak up behind somebody and rub it on their face and eyes and shit. That would suck, let me tell you. Rub it on their hands and be like, yo, go take a piss right now,
That's what I was
dude.
saying. You rub it on their hands and you're like, don't touch your face, motherfucker.
Yeah, I hope nothing on you itches.
Yeah, bitch. Sorry for that.
Yeah, we don't cuss on
Sorry,
here.
everybody.
Yeah, we don't.
If you wouldn't mind giving me a. Well, that's how.
He's
that's
back.
Good. That's
That's
good.
optimistic.
He's
Yeah,
back. He's back. He swore. He
That was
figured out the
optimistic.
secret. He's back. Back on the train. All right.
Yeah. I feel good now.
Hell yeah. Well, Patrick, tell people where they can find you on the internet.
Oh, I'm on Instagram.
Nice.
That's about it.
Where?
What's your username?
What's your username?
Patrick Divine Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my name, Patrick Divine Comedy.
Do you have a
changed
relative named Matthew Devine?
Yeah.
You really? Does he live in Texas?
No.
Oh man, where does he ever go to? Did he ever go to Texas?
Nah, he never went to Texas.
There used to be a comic in Austin. Well, I don't even think Matthew Devine's his real name. He was a crazy cokehead.
Oh, fun.
Meth head, actually. He would offer people coke that had meth in it.
Okay, cool.
And he was really not a cool guy.
Wow, that's the
That's
best.
a good deal.
I was about to say that's the best combo I've heard of since Ghost and Warheads.
That really is.
Biker coke, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Sam, where can people find you online?
Getting hooked on meth in the Mr. Tramp's parking lot.
You
in
trying to get hooked on
Austin.
meth?
That's what happened to people, though. They'd do his meth coke and then be like, I did other coke and it wasn't as good. It's like, yeah, because you're on meth.
Jesus.
I'm slam hard at Twitter and TikTok.
Back in Eagle Rock, the city that sounds like a Time Life compilation. Marshall Tucker Band, Leonard Skinnard, Eagle Rock. And I am hanging out with two of my favorite people, two of my favorite comedians, Anna Valenzuela and Brandie Posey. What's up, y'all?
Hey, porch casting again.
Yeah.
Glad to be back. That last time was so fun. I'm a little nervous we can top the level of fun, but I know we can because we have the fabulous.
Oh, I love the double intro that just happened.
We're
That's how I
podcasters
know.
podcasting.
I know. Podcasters podcasting, two great comedy hosts in one place. I feel loved. I feel like I've been enveloped in comedy and podcast arms.
Yes.
It feels great to be here, sitting in my home.
Yeah.
Hope my dog doesn't bite you, Rivers.
Well, he was around my ankles and he seemed pretty chill.
He's
So.
pretty good right now.
Yeah. I don't have any pets, so I got an advantage going in. They don't know what to
Yeah.
make of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very fair. We are calling an ambulance here just in case.
Yes. Our ride is here, huh? Stand-up comedy's back.
Oh my God.
Well, in just a moment, over at patreon.com/thegoodspod, Brandie, Anna, and I are going to be talking about the, somewhat recently released Q Into the Storm documentary that came out on HBO just over a month ago. And so that's going to be fun. So head over to patreon.com/thegoodspod to hear that. But, I figured we would throw something on the free show for the people, We're going to do a jam of the day in just a moment here because Anna and I had so much fun talking about Hootie and the Blowfish's Let Her Cry.
Am I going over a bit you guys already did?
No, we couldn't distinguish it from any other Hootie and the Blowfish song. So
Yeah.
it's like if you start to sing "Let Her Cry," it becomes "Hold My Hand."
Yeah, they're
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually it will.
Yeah. We could not get to that riff because "Hold My Hand" is such a
Let her cry while while I hold her hand.
I defy anyone listening to tell me which one of those songs has "I want to love you the best, the best that I can." It could be either one. That's and I don't even know if that's how the music goes.
I think I don't know. It's like it's crazy.
Oh my god! But I did want to share a news story with y'all that I found last week. That's basically I just want to lead into a conversation about fireworks. I'm gonna be honest. That's what this is.
Classic Rivers hang.
Classic. Hey, y'all hear that news story about fireworks? Oh, Rivers is here.
Well, now Florida has long been stereotyped as the epicenter of weirdness in America, and our friend Adam Todd Brown, the Grand Poobah of the Unpops network, he actually says it's Pennsylvania, and
He's not wrong.
right, yeah, exactly. It's like an argument could be made for either. I'm actually, if I'm picking a dark horse, mine's Ohio.
I've got a to represent the Pacific Northwest, which is my zone, my region. I would say Arizona.
Arizona
Loves a firework.
That is the West Coast, Florida.
Weird shit there too.
Yeah.
No,
It's God's other waiting room, So this comes to us from Cambria County, Pennsylvania. State police say a 41-year-old man was arrested last week for shooting fireworks at his neighbor's house.
At the house.
At the house. Every bit of that. 41-year-old, that's the rough hang of the whole thing. You're just like, oh, man, come on.
I mean, it's a way to have a midlife crisis.
Yeah, that sounds like, again, it sounds like our news is turning into animes I've seen. You have no idea how many times fireworks are used as a weapon in anime. It's like fight for the world's honor, and then they just shoot a firework off, and they're like, it's a problem solved.
It'll inspire the people.
Yeah.
Now, do we have information about what kind of fireworks are we talking? Are these Roman candles? Are these snakes? Are they letting off a bunch of snakes in front of the house?
Whistling buttholes. Hoosker do's, hoosker don'ts.
Exactly.
So troopers say they were called to a home along Frankstown Road in Croyle Township Thursday at 3:59 a.m., which, again, way past your bedtime there.
Yeah.
41. How do you even stay up to 3:59 a.m. at 41? I'm 34, and it is...
I think we got a couple of answers on the table.
Oh,
Exactly.
that'll be for the Patreon.
Yes, I drank so much caffeine yesterday, and that combined with the excitement of doing stand-up and also ADHD medication, I stayed up till 3-4 in the morning.
We actually were up till about 4 in the morning last night, just gabbing.
Gabbing.
Okay.
Anna drove back from Fresno in 3 hours, which it is a 4-hour drive.
That's... whoa.
Don't know how she did it.
You know what? Valenzuela is Spanish for makes good time. That's how we roll. I knew my father's ghost was in the car, moving me safely over the grapevine so I could sleep on memory foam.
Valenzuela means white line fever.
Yes. Yes.
Love it. Troopers arrived to find Timothy Box, which, wow, what a name.
Tim Box.
Hi, I'm Tim Box. Like, it seems like you made that up. It
Tim
seems
Box
like...
sounds like a fake name that you had. You're bad at making up a name.
Yes.
Like a cop pulls you over. My name's Tim Box.
Box.
It's like a thing that you see.
It sounds like a monthly subscription for the most boring people.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim. This is for Tims. Only Tims.
There's a box for Tim's. It's got like a handkerchief.
Like khakis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something to clean your glasses with. Yeah.
It to me just sounds like a cop caught a kid doing something dumb, like just like peeing behind a dumpster, for instance, or mooning cars. I'm just listing things cops have caught me for doing, and but you have to flip those numbers because I was not 41, I was 14 at the time.
Yes, and you can moon a car at 14. That's really fine. At 41, nobody wants to see that.
Easter Sunday, 2000, biggest crime Auburn, Alabama had ever seen.
That is amazing.
Wasn't even me mooning the car. I was just filming.
Man, this is the first time Rivers got run out of town.
Amazing. In his 50s, while we were moving to San Luis Obispo, so we're on the I-5 going from like Amador County, Sacramento area, my dad got so frustrated with this one minivan that kept like cutting us off, that he switched drivers with my stepmom, got in the back seat, and mooned an entire family.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. Mooning is evergreen.
With
I
a
think.
purpose too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, with a vengeance
that's-
and laughing at the same time. He was real sick at the time, so his balance was bad. He had to work for this. You know what I mean?
I love a revenge moon. I mean, that's like it's a good time to purge in your life.
Oh,
See something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. So funny.
So troopers say that they questioned Box during the conversation, which again, I am just imagining a cardboard box with a wig on it.
Yeah.
It's like, where were you? Tell the truth, damn it.
Yeah, it's like a box in an Abercrombie sweatshirt.
Don't lie to me. This can go one of two ways.
Somewhere Pandora box is like, Father.
Exactly.
While they were questioning him, he reached into his pockets, which prompted troopers to restrain him during the scuffle. Box and two of the troopers fell off the porch they were standing on. So this is now a full-blown slapstick situation. Everything about this is silly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did the police sirens change to?
Oh, we got to wear a whoa. As they were falling off the porch.
Yeah, they fall off the porch. Boing. I wish I had one of our listeners over during the pandemic sent me a slide whistle. So I should have brought it. This would be the perfect time. Maybe I'll dub it in here.
Honestly, if cops wanted to keep their funding, what they should do is get a soundboard of some kind, because I think it would really help them.
Yeah.
I don't want to give them ideas because I hate them, but
Right. Yeah, we decide to defund the police, but we divert those funds into wacky sound effects.
I
Yeah.
honestly think crime would go down if we heard a pew like several times a day. Like, you would stop the crime you were committing.
Absolutely. You would just start laughing. If I got pulled over to lowrider, I'd be like, what?
It's like, yes, I won't hit this child or whatever I am not doing.
Maybe that's why there's less crime in the UK. I don't know what the police crime statistics are in the UK, and I'm sure the listener with the spreadsheet.
Yes, shout out to Paul.
Paul could hook us up with this, but maybe it's because their sirens sound so silly. You know?
Yeah.
Like, beep, isn't it like?
Yeah, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
The main reason I mean, this had a lot of funny details, but one of the big reasons I included this is because he was charged with a thing that is so vague and hilarious, I didn't know it was a crime. Box has been charged with risking catastrophe. It's like, ooh, you mean he was living on the edge?
Can't help yourself from falling off the porch. You can't. Okay.
But yeah, he was risking catastrophe, resisting arrest, and drug possession because, he definitely had meth on him.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
surprise of the cinch.
Yeah.
Meth and snakes. That's the two things. Maybe, what if you smoke a snake? What would happen if you smoked a snake?
You'd be arrested for risking catastrophe.
Yo, I haven't been able to find a catalytic converter cage to protect my car because they're just everybody's stealing the catalytic converters.
Yeah.
That happened to me. And so I just kind of want to duct tape a giant rubber snake to the bottom of my car and give someone on meth a hard time.
Well, that's
There
a
you go.
great idea.
You know what I mean?
I
Just
love
like,
that.
ha ha, fuck you.
Yeah. This is my postmodern scarecrow.
Exactly.
If you could have one of those pictures of what's the movie where the girl splits his pea soup? I don't watch these movies. What's it called? The horror movie? Bleh. Like Exorcist.
Oh, The Exorcist.
If you can have a picture of the Exorcist face drop down, like those old YouTube videos, if they touch the catalytic converter, just like and like that scream, that would be perfect.
That actually would be perfect, especially because if you take a catalytic converter out of a car, it sounds possessed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. When you said, I thought you said the girl who splits the pea soup, and I was like, that was Jim Carrey in Bruce Almighty, and I believe it was tomato soup. He parts the tomato soup like the Red Sea.
Rivers, do not try to correct me on Jim Carrey. I know what I'm talking about.
Our resident expert on Jim Carrey
Check
and
out-
Jeffrey Epstein.
Check out
This is I Contain Multitudes.
check out Brandie's new podcast, Yes Woman, coming soon. But yeah, so his bail was set for $40,000, and he's got a hearing yesterday. So
That's a lot of catalytic converters.
yeah,
my
that's
God.
about what, 40 catalytic converters.
Yeah,
I
that
think?
is. Yeah, it's 40. This is 40 catalytic converters, give or take. You know what I mean?
Our friend Monica Scott, she has a Honda Element, and apparently you don't even have to get on your knees to take them out. You can simply bend over, reach down. It's located, the catalytic converter is basically curbside, and you can just twist it out like it's a smoke alarm.
Wow.
Japan greatly underestimated our commitment to druggy activities. That's crazy.
Some of us have to have platinum right now.
No. Okay.
Well, are y'all ready for our jam of the day?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, let's fire this one up. Uh-oh.
Jam it out, Rivers.
It's Slightly Stupid with this joint. Oh,
boy.
Breathe Deep. The white guys doing Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Are we in Long Beach right now? Did we just get transported?
It's always Long Beach when you
It just
listen to
got
this
colder
song.
and there's a guy on the corner. We're in Long Beach.
Exactly. Oh my God, I see someone's butt. Do you know how many open butts I've seen in Long Beach? Just whole asses. Just people just walking around.
How many of them were Tom Goss? Boom.
Woo! Not a whole ass, but a good portion of an ass. I've seen I've seen his ass too much, and he's probably seen me vomit too much.
And that's a friendship.
It is friendship.
Yeah.
It is true friendship. Yeah, I've seen me throw up in the bushes.
Helping people.
Yeah.
With their nudity and their nausea.
Yes.
This is from their 2005 album, Closer to the Sun.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Stupid 2 O's?
Yes,
Great.
STOOPID. Slightly Stupid.
Spelled the Latino way. I feel like they. Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
Are you stupid?
Uh-oh.
You stupid?
Oh, they're appropriating culture left and right here.
Boo.
Latinos, Crazy Bone. It's terrible what they're doing. Well, let's get down into the YouTube comments here, and just I'll read these out, and you just tell me what you think. First up, William Martinez from 3 years ago sucked a fart out of a bong to this song. Yeah.
Wait, how'd you get a fart in there?
I don't know. I was thinking the logistics of that are nightmarish.
I was like, I'm straight edge. Can you do that?
That's not a normal thing.
No, that is not a normal thing. The air that comes into a bong is sucked through,
Right.
And then the water pressure is what brings it up into your lungs. It's like siphoning, kind of. If gas shortage,
yes,
shout out
yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah.
It's a lot like siphoning, but the physics are the same.
I see.
Yeah. But no, if that means
Professor Bong over here.
that means okay. So that means he had to do this, right? He had to suck,
Yeah.
and then where the stem is, where you would pull it out to get that sweet bong rip, somebody had to put their butthole against it and fart into the stem as you were inhaling the air that is forcing marijuana into your lungs.
It's getting more impressive the more you describe it, actually.
It's almost, this could be an American Gladiators event or something.
I feel like we have to consult the fisting community. I feel like they would know how to handle the logistics of this. Fisters would be into this.
Like, it's like a fart out of a bong. Yeah, I did that Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
You do that.
It's a shame Bam got fired from Jackass, because this would be a Bam stunt, I think.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
No, this is
Steve-O's bong days are over,
but his podcasting in a van day is just beginning.
Oh, man.
Welcome, Steve-O, honestly, to the pod fam.
I wonder
Absolutely.
if you do my podcast. That would be very...
You should hit him up.
Actually,
that would be really
you
funny.
definitely should hit him up.
I'd be like, hey, you want to do this? Just start hitting up whoever.
Reach out to Steve-O.
You
You could also interview the tattoo on his back in a separate episode.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it is.
Man, that episode's inventory list. Crazy.
Which tattoo is worse? A tattoo of yourself on your back or a tattoo of Richard Nixon on your back? This is a prelude to what we'll get into
to
with
the Patreon app, yes.
Patreon.com/
That's the Goods Pod.
There it is.
My God, the professionalism on this podcast.
I love it.
Oh my God, I just got prettier.
Dave Horsfield from 1 month ago. I actually crashed my car while listening to this song.
You don't say.
Wow. What happened, dude?
DUI or
Oh, yeah. Yeah. DUI.
stupid?
playing through the accident. You know what I mean? Like, I love it when an accident has like a whimsical element to it as well. Like, it would be great if that song was just like blasting as the cops are taking insurance information.
There was a point, like, I think, like, between my senior year of high school and freshman year of college, where so many of my friends were crashing their cars that I almost had enough songs to make a mix CD of songs that were playing when my friends crashed their cars.
No.
I thought that would be a
Were any of them playing "Crash Into Me" by Dave Matthews Band?
No.
What a chill way to crash.
I had a friend in high school that was a huge Dave Matthews fan, and his family had boats. Those go hand in hand often.
Wow.
Yeah, I always told him he should name a boat "Crash Into Me."
Oh, that would be amazing.
He didn't, and we're not friends anymore.
I mean, welcome
His
aboard
loss.
the SS. No. That's my friend Johnny Moses' Dave Matthews impression that I have stolen because he's not doing stand-up anymore.
Oh my God. I once worked at a place where they told me playing the Dave Matthews Band CD I brought in as a respite from just the Michael McDonald compilation we had in the player was too wild for the store.
Wow.
It was a pet store.
What?
Yeah.
I could see a world where him hooting and hollering does drive dogs like insane.
Yeah, I mean, no one likes the sound of somebody trying to play a clarinet, which is what his voice sounds like.
He swallowed a clarinet. That's why his neck is so big. You ever seen that man's neck?
He's strange looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I did once hear Crash Into Me in the waiting area for United Airlines at LAX. So I was like,
Amazing.
maybe don't play
Amazing.
Crash Into Me at the airport, please.
Yeah, one of the few songs we don't play at the airport. I don't want to hear Bye Bye Miss American Pie at the airport.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Gad Bammit from 3 weeks ago, and this takes a
3 weeks.
This takes a great turn. We used to sit on the couch, smoke, and listen to this song till she left me. But I knew this song before her, and I saw this band before I even knew her. And this song always makes me think of her and her friends. Does it taste strong?
Okay, I have questions. First off, is this the man from the Hootie comments?
No, there's millions of these. This is just...
What?
Wow.
Men, get therapy. Get therapy. You can get therapy. You know what? BetterHelp sponsor this podcast. Men need therapy. This is where they're going for therapy is YouTube comments.
Yeah, this is a reach out into the void.
Oh yeah.
what a
The true
cry for
void.
help.
It's we've talked about this before, but it's my favorite thing about the YouTube comments is like none of these have likes. None of these usually have responses.
No.
So it's not like a Facebook thing where you're trying to get people to feel sorry for you.
No.
Because Facebook, you can, or Twitter or whatever, you can be like, oh man, I'm just like really fucked up today. My heart just feels terrible. You know, she left me. And then
Yeah.
people will jump in and be like, hey man, you want to hang out and get a beer? It's okay.
Here's a caring emoji. I did my job.
Here's a picture
Here's
of
a
my
sad
cat.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
You know, but in this, it's like it is just pure void.
That is, that is just for him and him alone.
Yeah. I knew this song before her. I wonder why she left, sir. If you just smoked weed and listened to this song and that was everything you did.
Yeah, maybe her pussy maybe she cotton pussy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe she wasn't coming along with you on this ride.
Russ Barley and the Sauteers from 7 months ago. I'm just a fan of reggae music, especially this, but I wanted to share our parody of Bob Marley's Jammin' called Salmon. We just released Stand Up For Your Rice, and we have others coming soon.
I actually don't want to hear that.
Please listen and enjoy. Much love. I hope you get a smile from this, and then he links his YouTube. So,
As a fan of Manic Hispanic and Metalachi, I want to hear that.
yeah, I was gonna say, I like that. Even Weird Al wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. He's just like,
Stand up for your rice.
yeah.
That's. I hope it's all food related.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that. Like,
his name is Russ Barley and the Sautiers or the Sauteers. So.
got to be what it is.
Always
Yeah.
be
I
plugging,
like
man.
that. So Weird Al started in food, then he
yeah.
evolved past the food.
Yeah, of
puns.
course. Oh, he's transcends.
And I like a parody musician that says, "No, I'll just stop where Weird Al started."
Oh, right.
I'll just do food. This is somebody that when I was in like middle school, I did write a parody of the Meredith Brooks song "Bitch" called "Sandwich."
Ooh.
But I was in middle school.
Can you sing it?
I was about to ask.
Oh God.
I'm a sandwich. I'm a grinder. I'm a
hoagie. I'm a pickle.
It wasn't even.
I'm a taco. I'm a cheesesteak. I'll never be the same.
You guys are, as adults, we were riffing it better than I did as a 13-year-old.
Well, I knew more about
And
sandwiches.
you worked on it for 16 hours.
Probably. It was like, I want a sandwich with some mustard, apple pie, topped with custard.
Oh,
This is a long time ago.
That's
That's all I
great.
got.
That's
wow.
awesome. I love it.
Exclusive.
Did I spend a lot of time doing it? Yeah. Was I 15? Yes.
You know what?
We in health class one time had to write parody. I think we maybe had the option to do originals, but they strongly encourage parodies of popular songs to not do about not doing drugs. So change, and I'll sing the song that I wrote, and this will tell you the exact year. I don't get high because I don't do drugs, and that means I won't die. I don't get high because I don't do drugs, and that means I won't die. Yeah, so.
Damn. Rivers, honestly, record that.
You're
It's
killing
time.
it. You're killing it.
I could see that being big on TikTok.
Yes, in like the Christian community, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. In health class, we had to do like a video presentation on different vitamins, and I got vitamin B, so I did a Celebrity Jeopardy parody with a bunch of my
Ooh.
friends where I just got in all the vitamin D facts, but then I had to I needed to get something else. So what I did is I had Alex Trebek, made this up completely, do a man on the street segment where he just went down the hallway and he grabbed somebody and he goes, "What do you know about vitamin D?" And just screamed at them against the locker. And then
great.
my friend that was playing Alex Trebek had to go after that, so then I had a second Alex Trebek in the video.
Oh, wow, nice.
Never acknowledged
A
it.
new Darren. Darren.
that's
No one laughed at it except for my teacher, and she laughed really hard the entire time.
Amazing. By the way, what high schools, man, what was it like to go to high schools that gave a shit? What was that like? You guys had fun. You had whimsy.
A lot of suicides, actually.
Most of ours were just car crashes.
Yeah.
This is Baby Luna 420 from 1 year ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were going to like this.
Yeah.
I just moved from San Diego, California to Utah, bringing the vibe to the Mormons. Like this comment if you smoke weed and fuck.
Oh no, his Tinder game is weak.
And I should add, 0 likes.
Oh, 0 likes.
0 comments.
Honestly, though, that's the kind of guy that understands that there are like Mormon daughters who are like want to leave the church, and he is the first stop. He understands that. He understands his role in the world.
He's just standing there with a Diet Coke. You know what I mean? Full calf.
Oh, baby.
A full calf Diet Coke, you know, and like a Marlboro, Marlboro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Condom
baby.
in one hand.
This video I'm pulling from, by the way, just so you know, all it is a photo or a picture of the album cover that this is from. It's just an album
even a
cover.
video.
It's not even really. I don't even think they made a video for this.
Yeah.
I think it's just the album cover. So with that in mind, Modern Day Empire from 1 year ago. I got your channel reference from suggestions. I visited it by watching thumbnails. I believe you have done a good editing work in the video. Everyone has a different point of view. The things I can mention is your hard work and patience. I appreciate your efforts. I'm also a creator. I have an idea of how hard it gets. Off-scene part. Best of luck. Great success.
What?
That's Borat's editor.
Yeah.
I told this Dan already. We do have a slight conspiracy that Russian spies are passing messages in YouTube comments. So every once in a while, we'll hit one that just makes 0 sense. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a guy just being like, drop the dossier at the park.
Exactly.
I pick it up at 900 hours.
Exactly. The laptop is at the Best Buy.
Yeah. Yes, I will pick up Nancy Pelosi's laptop from you at
Stupid.
Chronic Movin from 4 years ago. Hey man, this is great and spectacular. I don't even know what this guy's saying, but it's like chill and hype at the same time, and it's just great. And there are actually 3 ands in there with dots. And
Has this, you know what's going
overwhelmed.
to blow that man's mind is 311. 311's going to fuck
We did Amber on Tuesay's show.
Damn.
It was
Anytime I drive to the middle of the state of California, I unironically listen to 311's Essentials playlist on iTunes and am shocked at how I know every word and how positive the songs are. Just saying.
One of the few bands that has a day of the year.
That's
named
right,
after him,
yeah.
So
They have a cruise.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, if any band was to have a cruise, it would be 311.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
cruise energy band.
Yeah.
Slightly Stupid has probably played that cruise actually.
I would bet my bottom dollar.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Lido Deck was Slightly Stupid.
Who's the comedian for the 311 cruise?
Doug Benson.
Yeah.
Doug Benson's done it a bunch. That's how I knew about it, because I used to listen to Doug Love's movies like 10 years ago, and he was like, I'm going on the 311 cruise. I'm like,
Yep.
all right, well.
Wow. A lot of lower back tattoos.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So many.
I say
yes.
that as a woman with a lower back tattoo.
A lot of lower back tattoos that look like the Godsmack logo, but are not the Godsmack logo.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's definitely in a tribe, judging by the tribal tattoos.
Yeah.
I got a couple more here.
Okay.
This is Lily Chloe Sisters Forever. 3 years ago. This joint is a picture of death. Stick figure. I respect you. I respect your music. Yet, I'm afraid of many youths looking like your cover picture. Looks like death to me. Cannabis will kill you. Truth.
Oh, man.
What?
That's an illiterate Christian.
Well, it's one of those that people don't know how to reply to things. So they saw something thousands of posts down the thread and were just like, fucking, I'm mad about you. But
Yeah.
they didn't respond to the person. So you're just like, well, this is just floating information here.
Wow.
I have
Did
no
he
context
spell
for.
stick figure?
Yeah, 2 words. Stick figure.
Well, at least you got the 2 words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. No, people, I understand why the pandemic lasted as long as it did. Reading these comments.
Oh, yeah.
understand
yeah.
how QAnon has lasted
Oh,
as
yes.
long as it has.
What do you think the crossover is between Slightly Stupid fans and Q?
Oh, it's probably upsetting. It's probably
Yeah.
a lot.
What do you think QAnon fans' favorite band is?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'm sure they have. Well,
Ted Nugent.
Well, there's the thing with like
Oh, the rapper.
Flat Earth has like a ton of rappers, so I imagine there's
Yeah.
got to be a lot of QAnon
Yeah.
rappers. 'Cause-
There are. There's a lot of QAnon like Instagram rappers and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. They're who
Uh.
else? They probably really like Lana Del Rey, because you know how Alex Jones has that weird
Oh,
boner
that's
for Lana
right,
Del Rey.
that's right.
Yeah, they probably are really into her too.
Last one here.
Okay.
Brock Bridges from 4 years ago. For whoever downvoted this song, fuck you. For all my stupid heads, Rasta brah. And then underneath, new post, same guy. My cat Freddy is an evil hunter. He waits till we all fall asleep. He opens the door so pests can enter our kitchen for food. But then he traps the pests and he kills them on spot.
What? Who's this for?
I love that he had another thought. He was like, yo, fuck the haters, slightly stupid rules, post. Actually, I want to talk about my cat, too.
Is there a reference to a cat in the song?
No.
What is the point of that?
I
Okay.
don't know.
No, he doesn't have anyone to text.
I don't have enough caffeine in
He
my
needs
body
friends.
to even comprehend what's happening right now.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's rectify that over at patreon.com/thegoods-pod. You can hear our discussion all about Q Into the Storm. But in the meantime, Brandie, please tell people where they can find you online.
Oh, yeah. I'm at Twitter and Instagram at Brandazzle, and I have a podcast called Lady to Lady. Don't fuck it up. Do it.
Hell yeah. Anna, what about you?
You can find me at all things at Anna V is Fun. My website is annavalenzuela.com, and my podcast is 12 Questions at Steve-O. Tell him to come on.
Yes, yeah. If
Yeah.
someone, let's start a campaign. Let's
Start
talk
a-
Steve-O. Let's get him on there.
Yeah.
If he comes, that's gonna rule.
That would be legitimately very fun, actually.
You
He'd be
should
very fun.
just like text me when he's leaving, and then we'll just happen to catch each other in the parking lot, and I'll be like, "What's up, Steve-O?" Big
Yeah, we
inspiration.
gotta do a full porch cast for that
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got Steve-O in person.
Yeah.
I'd like Steve-O at my house. That would be amazing.
That'd be that would be the most, like, I think, like, the property value of any trailer park goes up.
Absolutely.
Oh,
The second
yes,
Steve-O
100%.
arrives. Yeah.
That's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for listening. Remember, next week is Strike Week here on the show. And next weekend, if you got a buck, head over to youtube.com/The Valley Labor Report and toss it the way of some folks who really need it right now. And, of course, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram @RiversLangley. Follow the show on Twitter @TheGoodsPod, patreon.com/TheGoodsPod for that sweet, sweet conspiracy goodness with Anna, Brandie, and I. ProWrestlingTees.com/TheGoodsPod. Buy a shirt. It'll make you look skinny on TV. Power to the people, and we will see you for Strike Week next